Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Carr over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Jacobs. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Carr going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Carr now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They go with Jacobs. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, it's Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
What part of they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 36. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Slant to Adams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Carr. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Watson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground. And incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Room here to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. A first run for the backup Abdullah. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the locker zone. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust it.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On play action, now Carr out to his left. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On play action, it's Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have them go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rakisin. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception. They got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Carr. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper. 78 yards. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A gutsy call. 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, They threw for it because, to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time, and the try for 2 is snuffed out.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Watson. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get... comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns.
This just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
York able to send this one through.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Steps away. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr, 33 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Hunt will try going up the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Raiders will take over here at their own
14-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. From the 50, it's Watson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Carr going to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD.
Let's give him a show.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now on first down. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my car. cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound.